one of us. And in this plan of God for your life, there will be moments of God's favor that will sweep you. And these moments of favor, we call them breakthroughs. Sometimes the world might even call it luck. Something happens in a person's life that thrusts them ahead and brings them into the plan that God has for them. I think of, for example, Moses, very frustrated, living in the back of the desert for 40 years. And then, one moment, the burning bush changes his life. That's the moment I'm talking about. These moments that come into your life that bring you into the plan of God. Or Joseph, unfairly accused. First, he was sold as a slave by his brothers. Then he was falsely accused of molestation. He spent time in prison. And it looked like he was never going to see the vision of being the leader of his own people. But one moment, in that jail, he gets a call. Somebody taps him on the shoulder and said, "Get out. Pharaoh wants to meet you." The leader. One instant. One time where just everything changes. Or maybe David, anointed to be king. He knows his vision is to rule his people. But for 17 years he runs away from Saul. And then one moment he gets the word, "Your enemy has died." And now David is thrust as the new king. Or perhaps the time when he thought he was going to lose it all. And maybe right now you feel like you're about to lose everything in your life. And there was a time when David's own son Absalom conspired to destroy him. And it looked like he was going to lose his kingship. He was even packing his bags. This was it. And then one moment he hears that his son had died. And now he still is king. See, these moments of favor that happens. I suppose one of my favorite moments is the story of Ruth. I encourage you all to read the book of Ruth. It's only 4 chapters. It'll take you 5 to 7 minutes to read, maybe 10. At any rate, Ruth lived with her mother-in-law, Naomi. Naomi had a husband and 2 boys. And her husband died. And then eventually, in this foreign land, her 2 sons died. Of course, Ruth was the daughter-in-law, therefore one of her sons was her own husband. So they all experienced grief. And Naomi, which means my joy, she said, "No longer do I want people